All right, folks. It's the Dragon Rugal presenting the start of a very special series, Dragon Warrior. This would be the Nintendo version that was done in 1989, which actually improves on the Famicom version all the way back in 1986.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided to like record all the stuff from here on out instead of like streaming all on Twitch, because like since I've been weighed down so much on art and stuff as well,
assets.
Assets. I decided to record all the stuff right there in the recording booth from now on.
All right. You know what? I will actually have enough to actually put the full thing for Rugal. All right. Okay. And Vass, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Son of Erdrick, listen thou now to my words. It is told that in ages past, Erdrick fought demons with a ball of light. Then came the Dragon Lord, who stole the precious globe and hid it in the darkness. Now, Rugal B, thou must help to us recover the ball of light and restore peace to our land. The Dragon Lord must be defeated. Take now whatever thou may find in these treasure chests to aid thee in thy quest. Then speak with the gods, for they have much knowledge that may aid thee. May the light shine upon thee, Rugal B. All right. So, for this first incarnation, Vass, you had to actually use the take command when you were over a chest.
Yeah.
You didn't just use search.
Oh, Sarkon.
Oh, Sarkon's my visit. Of gold, thou hast gained 120. Fortune smiles upon thee, Rugal B. Thou hast found the torch. And that's not if you ever bump into anything. That was only first skin. Fortune smiles upon thee, Rugal B. Thou hast found the magic key. Any of these doors here, you must have a magic key in order to get to. East of this castle is a town where armor, weapons, and many other items may be purchased. Return to the inn for a rest if thou art wounded in battle, Rugal B. Sleep heals all. If thou hast collected all the treasure chests, a key will be found. Once used, the key will disappear, but the door will open and thou may pass through, and it will stay open. Dost thou know about Princess Gwaelin? No. Half a year now hath passed since the princess was kidnapped by the enemy. Never does the king speak of it, but he must be suffering much. Rugal B, please, save the princess. Alright. So, with that out of the way, we are going to use our one magic key. Now, Vass, this isn't automatic, because dating all the way back when they did it, you actually had to use the stairs command to go out of that.
Well, it's more like using the predated text adventures database.
Yes.
It's basically
King Lord.
It's actually mostly like they use this kind of interface for like their mystery adventure made by Enix.
Yes. King Lork will record thy deeds in his imperial scroll, so thou may return to thy quest later. If thou art planning to take a rest, first see King Lork. So we would need another magic key to get all that. Oh, and here's a merchant. We are merchants who have traveled much in this land. Many of our colleagues have been killed by servants of the Dragon Lord. Rumor has it that entire towns have been destroyed by the Dragon Lord's servants. Sorry to hear that. And that is the barrier right there. That's a very dangerous spot because if you don't have a way to protect against it, it's 15 damage per step. And in this game, it's very lethal. See? You gotta be careful going over those. Strukio. I want you to voice this character.
Ruby is coming was foretold by legend. May the light shine upon this brave warrior.
Thank you. I still don't have any weapon or item, but I trust you, sir.
I still like even with the Phantom Call, this what I like about this version as well as the Game Boy version is like you start out empty-handed. Like,
oh yeah.
Usually in other versions they show with just a sort of shield at the start, but here it actually shows a nice detail there.
Thou art most welcome in Breckenary. So our first town, which we went to. All right, Vass.
Yeah. Welcome. Enter the shop and speak to his keeper across the desk.
We deal in weapons and armor. Dost thou wish to buy anything today? Yes. What does thou wish to buy? Always, this has come from my veteran of Dragon War series, buy a club first for the hero. Is that okay? Yes. I thank thee. Dost thou wish to buy anything more? Yes. Always buy clothes. That's your next best bet. The clothes. Is that okay? Yes. I thank thee. No. Please come again. And you see? Look, the sprite changed. Now I actually have a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Yes.
It's like a toothpick.
Mind you, I'm gonna get curious, like, what the world would be like, if Final Fantasy didn't. Well, what America would be if Final Fantasy hadn't exist.
It'd be a lot of Dragon Warrior. What
sure?
dost thou want? Yeah.
Sure? Like,
It'd be a lot of Dragon Warrior, because Dragon Warrior did influence a lot of developers. So, no, you'd still have RPGs. It's just, remember, Final Fantasy didn't quite get into the mainstream until Final Fantasy VII. Yeah.
okay.
The Dragon Scale, thank you very much. Always get this. You can't really get anything else right now. And the reason why you want to get the Dragon Scale, and you can use it right away,
Well,
it'll
like,
be done, the Scale of the Dragon, for extra defense power.
was it like the original Final Fantasy, like, has been sold like crazy in the US, like, after it was released?
It did well enough that Nintendo was willing to give it a chance, but it wasn't like a runaway hit. It was just to help introduce RPGs, because Nintendo already had tried in a year prior with Dragon Warrior. They gave Dragon Warrior a lot of coverage. The slime attacks. And you'll notice, Vass, that they've got a whole menu screen and everything.
Yep.
There will be attacks. The slime hits points have been reduced by 2. Thou hast done well in defeating the slime. Thy experience increases by 1. Thy gold increases by 1. So that's pretty much the majority of the first part of the game, is that you want to save up for a copper sword. A copper sword is 180 gold pieces. That's going to be your best bet, and then later on you can worry about armor. But the main thing is get a copper sword as soon as possible, but it will take a bit, and you need to get a couple of levels. Because our first quest, objective, Vass, is that we need to get to Erdrick's Cave. That's why they provided us with a magic torch. Or just a regular torch. Oh, that's done well. Erdrick's Cave's not far, but we don't want to venture there right now, because right now around Tangtatel Castle and Brackenary, there's just going to be slimes and red slimes. If you go a bit further, that's when you may encounter ghost or drakies. They can be a lot tougher, especially at level 1. And then if you go even further, that you may run into a magician, which you really don't want to at this point, because they have a chance of casting spells on you that can kill you in 1 to 2 turns. Slime always has 3 hit points. Red slimes always have 4 hit points. The club will allow you to do anywhere between 1 to 3 damage starting out. It don't ever pick up the bamboo pole. I know they give you a bamboo pole as like, hey, you could save money on it. You will only ever do 1 to 2 damage with it, and it's very I say it's very inaccurate. But as long as you got the clothes and the dragon scales, most of the slimes will do is 1 to 2 hit points off you. Yeah, it's just me going back and forth, but really, it's about, like, I think it's 8 experience points, between 6 and 8 to get to level 2. So, it may seem like not much at first, folks, but trust me, if I don't do this now, and I try going further, me running into a ghost or something like that and getting my ass kicked by one, because also I could run into Magidrakies as well, and they're not fun to deal with either, because they can also hurt as well, but they're less here and more so when you keep going east. Same with Scorpions. Scorpions will be east as well. And of course, they go by the encounter rate, so if I go over those mountains, the encounter rate is 75%. If I go into a forest, the encounter rate is 50%. So more chance that a monster will appear. So that's the reason why if you go over mountains also slow you down too, because you have to go over them one at a time. So the chances are more so that you will run across something. But yeah, on the plains though, it's just gonna be 25%. So that's why it's just kind of nothing now. And because this is the original Dragon Warrior, folks, all encounters are 1v1. There's no multiple of anything. It's just one-on-one. It's more so like how the first Ultima game was. Like the original Ultima, not Ultima 1, but like Ultima 0. Where you're just doing stuff like, hey, I want you to kill this rat. Hey, I want you to kill this Balrog. Okay. Ooh, an excellent move. Nice. The hero in this game has better chances of getting excellent moves out, depending on which weapon he has. Boom! Excellent move again. Take that, Hershey Kiss! Ah, yeah, it was, 7. Courage and wit have served thee well. Thou hast been promoted to the next level. Thy power increases by 1. Thy maximum hit points increase by 7. Very good. Alright, now we have a fighting chance. There's another one you would need a magic key for. Travelers in. Room board is 6 gold per night. Dost thou want a room? Yes. Good night. Thou seems to have spent a good night. I shall see thee again. Alright. And as you notice, boom, HP up to 22. So what we need to do, and I'm just going to give a little quick save right here, alright, is that we want to make our way up here to the north, past these mountains, past that, and there's going to be, whoop, there we go, red slime. Much better. Alright, red slimes, again, you'll at least want to keep dealing with them because they'll give you some merit of gold. So you see that little desert right there? That's where you want to be going.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know how to get around because this is the first game in the series. They actually went back to a lot of old like tabletop rules. So you need this torch to get around. And the lucky thing about Erdrick's Cave, Vess, it's monster free. They give you a freebie because they know it's like they don't want to stick you in something where you have to follow a map around and it would be very hard to do this on your own. The magic torch only gives you this much visibility, but it'll keep going until you actually leave the cave, and then you'd have to get another torch. So, just mainly go around here. You'll eventually find a treasure chest. It loops in a way, so you can't get too lost in Erdrick's Cave. Alright, there we go. Vass, you want to do Erdrick?
Yeah.
Okay. Fortune smiles upon thee. Rugal B, thou hast found the tablet. The tablet reads as follows. Alright, Vass?
Okay. I am Erdrick, and thou art my descendant. 3 items were needed to reach the Isle of Dragons, which is south of Brecconary.
Brecconary.
Brecconary. I gather these items reached the island and defeated a creature of great evil. Now I've entrusted the 3 items to 3 worthy keepers. Their descendants will protect the items until thy quest leads them to seek them out. When a new evil rises, find the 3 items, then fight.
Okay, and that's all we need in there. So, we'll need to find out what those 3 items are that we'll need it so that we can get to Charlock Castle in order to face the Dragon Lord. And there you go. And And mind you, Vast, this is actually faster than the Famicom version of all things, the Nintendo version.
Really?
Yeah. No, they had to do a lot of improvements over, what was that? It's like what they did with Final Fantasy 1. They had to do certain graphical and gameplay engine improvements to make it actually work better than it should, even though, again, due to the time constraints, they did not get the spells correct, so that's why the spells, most of the spells in Final Fantasy 1 Nintendo do not work as they are intended to. Alright. And that's it. Slam! Ooh! Nope, miss. No damage hath been scored. They went with a lot of, they toned down the ye old English in the second and third games, but in the first game, it was much more prevalent.
Oh yeah. It was also known that Square Enix had decided to, well, you know, like, thought why don't we actually bring, keep the ye old English that Nintendo provided, and like bring the, like, have a dubbing team made from the UK.
Yep. But also, if an astute one's out there, Enix had the idea for this, but the actual development team was Chunsoft. They're the ones that made the first 3 Dragon Warrior games.
Yeah.
That's why they have a similar style to it.
Which will later become Spike Chunsoft.
Yep. If anyone knows Spike Chunsoft, they're most known for this day and age, that being both Fire Pro Wrestling and Danganronpa. So it's the best of both worlds, you could say. That old Van Halen song. I want the best of both worlds. You know, as a kid, Vass, whenever I looked at the screen, you know what I always thought to myself?
Yeah.
Why can't the hero pick up that boulder there and throw it at the enemy? Actually, the 2 boulders, you see? That always got my mind going. You should have had a command to throw one of those rocks.
Well, this thing does it at dragons, you know?
Yeah. Thou hast done well, and an excellent move. Alright, let's check in with the king first, and see where our experience points lie at the next level, because unfortunately, Vass, we don't have a way to check our experience beyond talking to the king. Yeah, so we don't know how far off we are. I'm greatly pleased that thou hast returned, Rugal. Before reaching thy next level of experience, thou must gain 10 experience points. Wilt thou tell me how now of thy deeds, so they won't be forgotten? Yes. Thy deeds have been recorded on the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. This will be carried through into Dragon Warrior 2 and 3 and 4. Dost thou wish to continue thy quest? Yes, if you say no, then it'll tell you to soft reset to turn off so you don't erase your save game. Goodbye now, Rugal B. Take care. Because in the original Dragon Warrior, as well, this is the reason why the Nintendo version had some changes. The Nintendo version cartridges were battery pack operated, so you could save. In the Famicom version, Vass, all the way you saved and all that stuff was a password system. So that's why I say they did a lot of work on the Nintendo version to make it less frustrating for that reason. No kid wanted to have a long password system just to get their character back, when having it be battery operated was so much better. Little tidbit for you guys. The red time stacked before I was ready. How dare you? Yep, high points by 2. Ooh. There we go. And I made sure that the text crawl was about normal. I didn't want to have it go by too fast so you didn't see anything. Alright, how am I doing on that? Stealing weapons and armor. Wish to buy anything today. What do you got? So yeah, what we're aiming for is right there. We could get a small shield later. That's the only other thing I would say that's worth getting right now. Better armor will be in from the other towns, but Copper Sword and Small Shield are 2 of the things that you really want to aim for. Yes. Thank you. And just like Vass has shown in their playthroughs of Dragon War 7, it's a rudimentary system, but what makes it so well is the design concepts for the monsters, which are done by the famous Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, and Bird Studio. That being Toriyama's studio. But like as soon as you hit a command, then it'll auto-scroll the text saying like, you do this next, and you do this next. So, it grounds itself, but it does it very well. Alright. So, because my HP is well enough, I can try venturing a little bit further and see how I do. Because the pathways break this way. So if I go west, that way, or sorry, east that way, I can run it. So here, one of the new monsters where I say, like, I didn't want to go too far, we can take care of him now. Excellent move. Oh, but he dodged. Yeah, he is tough. So like I said, you have to be careful. Yeah. So we want to make sure that I'm going to have a save just in case, because I want to... I have the ability to kill him, but I don't want to lose too much. Yeah. So when you get in the deep, it's going to look like that. There we go. Yep, that was done while defeating the ghost. That's what I mean. That ghost would nearly kicked my butt. That's how badly the hero is right now. And mind you, that was just one enemy, but luckily, yeah, I can take care of these guys pretty quick. I did like the color indicator that you were in the danger, so that really did help. But a good night's rest will take care of that. But sadly, Vass, this is one of the few games where even if you got a critical hit, you'll still miss. And it sucks.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why you really need to be between level 3 and 5 to make a dent in some of these enemies coming up. As it is extremely based on how well you're from one level to the next, the differences in stats. Let's see if we can run into any other... Drakey wouldn't be bad if I ran into it. Nope, another ghost. I may get a level out of him. So, we'll see. Oh, dodged. So at the moment, because just it's my low level, I have to hope that I can take care of him quickly enough. That too. Thou hast done well in defeating the ghost. There we go.
Alright.
Courage and wit have served thee well. Thou hast been promoted to the next level. Thy power increases by 2. Thy response speed, reaction time, increases by 2. Thy maximum hit points increases by 2. Thy maximum magic points increases by 7. Thou hast learned a new spell.
Alright.
Yes. That, of course, if you're wondering, Vass, is the heal spell. Whoa, an excellent move. Smash that slime by a 10. Woohoo! I didn't lose too much, so yeah, the heal spell is lifesaver, especially in this game. So that you can at least not have to worry about going back too quickly. But you notice that now I'm doing way more damage on those slimes, feeding him in one hit. So I don't have any choice at this point, but I have to keep going further if I want to make any progress. All right. It's always 6 gold. If you can manage it, always try to see if you can sleep at Breckenary, because that'll give you the best discount. See thee again. I shall see you again too. Alright. Rugal the Dragon is doing much better now.
Yep.
I know, at least I gave you some ideas of how you wanted to show our figures. But, and also, if you're wanting, viewers, I gave Vas a nice little, screen cap that, Vas could use for the entire legacy. It was, courtesy of Dragon Warrior 2. Yeah, I'll keep it, secret, Strico. Yeah, see that? One level difference, and I don't have to worry about slimes anymore.
Damn.
Well, again, I got this, if anyone's wondering, I got this game for free for getting a year subscription. Hey, Drakey. A year subscription to Nintendo Power, from the 1991 to 1992. They were also doing it for anyone in 1990. And they gave away a free copy of Dragon Warrior for getting a year's subscription. It was a great deal. Drakeys? Not bad, alright. Yeah, Drakey's smoke. That was done well. If you can fight more Drakeys, they're more worth it. Like, ghosts aren't bad, but Drakeys are always gonna be double. Hershey Kiss, get out of my way. Yeah, and if you're wondering the spell that I got, by the way, heal. Very important, it acts like an medical herb, so you will normally be able to get a good amount of health back. Slime. Oh, nope. We both missed. No damage hath been scored. Excellent move. Ooh. So, I know I said that we should go east first, but you do want to go at least west up here because a town is this way, past Edric's cave, and it'll allow you to get a better access. So, all right, ghost. You know, now I'm finally doing some damage to this ghost. Done well. That's what I'm talking about. And I could show you just how good the heal is. There, you see, and it costs 4 mana to do the heal spell. So, in a way, this game really wants you to explore, but be careful in how you do it. Moderation. You don't want to go too far and then wind up in a situation where you have no way of getting back to Tangtel or Tangtel or Breckenary. So you got to be careful because each area that you go at, there's going to be another area where monsters might be located. So just be careful. Oh, that's an excellent move. So I'm almost at the border where you will see some changes in monsters, so I'm not careful. That's why I want to go around here. This is the next town we wanted to go to. It's right here. Karan, a wandering minstrel of legendary fame, is said to have built this town. Welcome, we deal in tools. What can I do for you? You can get, again, herb, torch, dragon steel. You'll be fine with that. I'll be waiting for our next visit. Sturkio.
Many believe that Princess Gerlin is hidden away in a cave.
That is correct.
Indeed.
I have heard of one named Nestor. Dost thou know such a one? This is a little cameo, of course, of Howard Phillips and Howard and Nestor comics. So Nestor was the unofficial mascot for Nintendo for a time being. Like, of Nintendo of America. Not, like, you know, like, say, like, Mario's the mascot of Nintendo, but Nestor was more the mascot for Nintendo America.
American.
Yep. What does... So, in the town of Garen, there's more stuff you could get here. So, a hand axe is nice, but you're gonna need time to get... Leather armor is the upgrade to the clothes, but you could also make the thing about saving for chainmail. Half plate again, that's going to be even better. And then a large shield comes in handy if you want to go that way. You definitely want to get chainmail. It will help you for a while to get through a lot of stuff. But again, copper sword is what we're aiming for. Please come again. Vas.
Yeah. Welcome to Garinham. May the save
Garen,
be
yep.
Garinham. May the save be a peaceful one.
Hey, look, Vas. The town's named after you.
Oh,
A little inside joke. It is said that the princess was kidnapped and taken eastward. So, to do anything in Garinham, you need to have a magic key to deal with that. No, there's nothing more we can do in Garinham, but it's the easiest way to have a town that you can go to if you don't want to stop at Breckenary. But we want to make our way back because we want to go eastward. Hey, Dricky. That was some will. Okay, this is more the safer area you can be. Yep, ghost strolls near. Ghost attack for Rugal was ready. Excellent move. Good job. So, if we go eastward instead, we'll find an area where we can traverse from this continent to another. But I want to make sure that I say get a save in first, see where my level's at with experience, and then see if I can get a bit more magic points so I have heal handy in my back pocket. It's just a lot of checking back and forth in the early part of the game, folks. Gets better once you have the things needed to continue. Because honestly, Dragon Warrior's not a long game. From beginning to end. All right, so I'll get another point soon. Yes. Yes, I do. Oh yeah, and honey, let me know when you want a cutoff point, by the way.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. Yeah, I'm always happy to evaluate. I know for myself, like, yeah, I got stuff that I'll be doing for Veterans Day tomorrow because I get that. That's a day off for me, Sturkio. That's why I'm enjoying, you know, getting to do stuff. But you see how much slower I am going across these things, see? It impedes my movement. But, again, you want your best monster encounters are gonna happen on mountains. But I enjoyed, again, I had a good day. I'm starting to get a lot of the skills down. You know, got to meet some nice patients, help a lot of patients get their dex and bone density tests. They're ready to go for those. So we didn't slow down. We had plenty of times. Hey, there we go. Courage and wit have served thee well. Thou hast been promoted to the next level. Thy response speed increased by 2, even better. Thy maximum hit points increases by 7, even better. Maximum match points increased by 10, and I have learned a new spell. What spell is that, you may ask? I have learned the spell of Hurt. I can see if I can cast it, because I think Hurt's only 3. Rugal Beach enchanted spell of Hurt. Ooh, look at that. So Hurt, if you're wondering, Vas, only costs 2 MP. It will be your go-to when you have issues trying to fight things with weaker weapons. You can use the spell of Hurt. At the end, on board, yes. All right, so now we can see how everything looks now. Hey, what do you know? I got 31 HP, Vas, and 17 MP. I'm doing good.
Nice.
Yeah. I could see about doing it travel to the next part. At least showing you how the eastern continent looks. All right, we're gonna quick save. All right. Not many things are really going to give me a huge load of trouble now. Also, by knowing your MP totals, you'll know exactly where you stand on certain, like, usages. Nope, ain't gonna hit me, sorry. Way faster than you, slime. You're done. Okay, so where the monster increase will happen, Sturkio, as soon as I cross that bridge. See? So when I go lost here, yeah, there could be some... There could be red slimes. You're lucky if you see those, but you're gonna start seeing things like magicians and scorpions, as well as more ghosts will appear along with drakies. Magidrakies can also appear too, so I'll get a quick save
That's
right
nice.
here. Oh yeah. Now, yeah, you see this guy. He's very powerful. He can also use hurt against you. So if you can hit him with a hurt spell first, do so. And he'll do the same.
Ouch. That's
Yeah.
gonna hurt.
Because he'll keep trying to do it. He's one of your more bigger counters that you will have to deal with. Though it's done well, defeating the magician. But he has a lot of gold. That's the one good thing about magicians. So use heal again. Ghosts aren't bad. And they only have 7. He won't do as much damage as he once did. So I'll have him down this next act because my reaction speed is still faster than his. And you notice that my gold increases are getting better. I'm already up to 75. So just alone, if you know that you can take care of magicians, which there is an area we're gonna get to that allows us to do that, you'll be much better off. So, you see that tile right there, Vess? That swamp area you want to avoid right now because every single time you move through a swamp, it'll decrease your HP by 2. You can't actually die in a swamp, so you have to be careful. That's the move. Good. But yeah, we'll keep making sure that we save because again, I never take chances on this because there's more things that come up. Yep, Magidraki. Hit points decreased by 4. Let's try doing a hurt spell. Alright. That's what makes them so hard, is that they can also do the magic. Try one more. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, so he did a lethal blow on me. That's, I mean, those just the change alone going against that Magidraki, and the fact that it has a good amount of HP. So we're just dealing with ghosts right now. I usually try to get to the town that's up here, and I use that as more or less my base to get my levels up quicker. Also, again, to get better gold increase. Because, yeah, if you're wondering about that Magidraki, it's got 15 HP, but the fact that, because it can also cast Hurt, that's what makes it so powerful to deal with. Alright, heal spell. Of course. We can give it a shot. I can use 2 hurts on him. Yep. Oh, hit points decreased by 5. Command. Hurt. Good. Yeah, see? 5, 9 gold. Much easier. So I have enough now that I can do one more heal spell, but I want to see if I can get to that town quickly. The town, I believe... It's not up here, it might be the desert, which I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Oh, Magic Tricky. Magic attack 4 rules ready. This will hurt. Once increased by 5. Alright, there we go. So this place, you want to make as your proper base. This is the village of Cole. Not Kohl's, the department store, but Cole. Travelers in. That's what you can risk it because you will get some of your stuff back. All right. Now seems to be refreshed and well. I shall see thee again. Sturkio.
This bath cures rheumatism.
Yeah, rheumatoid arthritis. There's a little flavor right there. Hast thou seen Nestor? I think he may need help. Again, the whole Howard and Nestor comics where Nestor always needed help from Howard. Bess.
Please save us from the minions of the Dragon Lord.
Alright, and you know, I'll have you do this kid as well, or this villager.
Jetboil is the South Island. Race said the skill would only bring with thee back from that palace.
Okay, thank you. And then, of course, we would need a magic key to deal with this. This one I can talk to this guy right here. In legends, it is said that fairies know how to put Golem to sleep. So, I know I'm kind of going around a bit, but in this town, there's actually something that is hidden that you can find really early. You just have to know which tree it's at, if you're wondering. Because otherwise you have to go pretty far and wide to find, oh, if you go back to the town of Cole and search so-and-so. But you can find it if you just search around the trees. So my apologies, Vess, if I don't quite remember where it's at, but it is something that you will find here that is needed later. Leave it. I think it might be up in that corner there. Let's see if I'm correct. There, found nothing. Yeah, so apologies, folks. It's just me trying to like remember how I used to find the item needed, because I'll tell you what it's used for later. Right now, it's just something that you want to get right away, so you don't have to worry about backtracking for it later. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Power and the guides showed you how to get it right away. There, found nothing. There, found nothing. Could have sworn it was, There, found nothing. It's like, it's supposed to be around the item shop, if I remember correctly what they said, where it was located. So, you have to watch where the sprite goes. You found nothing. Ah, too bad. There, found nothing. I sworn it was. Oh no, if it's back here. Ground. There, found nothing. Sorry about that, Vess.
Oh, nothing. I'm just like positioning myself.
Yeah. When that guy mentioned about fairies, that there's an item that the fairies made that is in one of these forest tiles. stairs here. Of course not. No, nothing. Found nothing. Nothing? Search here. Found nothing. Hey, I thought new was here. Why does he keep searching around this stuff? Like, I will find it! Oh, wait a minute. I think it was right? In this area, and so. No, nothing. There you go, found it, Vess. Rugal B searched the ground all about. Rugal B discovers the fairy flute. It is very important. There is a special monster that you fight later in the game that acts as a guard to a special city, and you need to use that in order to beat said monster. That's why we got it now, so we didn't have to worry about it later. Yeah, but from here, yeah, you can just pretty much use this area to get some levels up. Blah. There we go. Magic Drakey. Hurt. Another hurt. Yep. Attack normally. Oh, there we go. Scorpion. This was the one that I like if you can get across to fighting. I'm just gonna quick save. Because they do have a good amount of gold that they leave behind. Sadly, they were not in Dragon Warrior 2.
Well...
This will hurt. Thou hast done well in defeating the Scorpion. Yeah. They give you a lot of gold, but you do have to be careful. So, I can still stay around Cole, but, like, yeah, Cole and the area before it are your better money makers. Let me just make my way back to Breckenary, so I have a better area that. Garenham as well. That's not bad. Ooh, Scorpion. Let's see. Yeah. This is where, again, having Copper Sword, very, very, very handy. Let's use Hurt. Yeah, definitely gonna have to make sure that I have a full thing when I do any more Scorpions. Oh, and a skeleton. So you're getting into some of the more major enemies that you probably shouldn't be screwing around with, because skeletons, very, very difficult. Yeah, was blocked in the front. Yeah, because he's gonna rough you up bad. Again, even at level 4, because I really should be at level 5, and I really should have, at this point, I really should have a copper sword. And at least a shield. Yeah, he's gonna hurt. Speaking of hurt. Excellent move. I got very lucky that I was able to kill him in an excellent move. Because I severely gotta get back to Cole and get a heal in. Alright, quick save. Yep. Drakey, I can't melt with you right now. That was close. All about that, like, knowing, like, oh god, I need to have enough MP to do this. How many hearts can I get off? At least my gold consumption's much better. If I'm just using it for now, because again, big thing, fine, that copper sword. And I can play this just for the sake of it. Nothing happened. Because that'll be much later. That's fine, Ghost. Just bonking you over the head with this club. How are you doing, Stricule?
I'm done fine.
Yeah, did you let Vass know about how your bike trip went?
No, actually, I haven't.
You should. About winter biking.
So, yeah. The thing is that the first ride didn't go as well as expected. The back wheel was just too big. Thus I was forced to push even harder on the bike. I did slip from a couple of times, but it never went to a fall. So it was fine.
Just be careful.
Yep. The thing is that, oh boy, I was seeing a lot of cars slide because they didn't have their winter tires. And from all this, I went and changed the tire to something a bit smaller, but with still an aggressive grip so that it can still be on snow. Yeah, that was all.
Yeah, you want to go back over here? Wait, slimes. I'll deal with you guys first. No, miss. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh no, you take it. You take care of yourself, Sturkio. But thank you for joining us on this new experience.
It sure is pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I just again, this was a lot of us are growing up, but yeah. You have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you. All right. So you see, that's now that I'm back over here. I have a much easier time just making sure I get through the enemies needed, and then I can also... magicians will also be around the area of Darenham, so I can kind of go there to get some more chances of getting gold increases. Same with ghosts. There we go. So yeah, well, after this, I'd say, yeah, I'm about like 60 gold away from getting that, but I just, if you saw, like, when you see in the recording, Vass, I don't know if it's like that in all the other renditions of Dragon Quest 1, but when you go to Cole, if you go to that area and search around that, you will find the Fairy's Flute.
Let's see.
And it's very important you get that done right away, so that no backtracking is needed when you need when the time comes for that item. Yeah, I still want to keep a secret, but yeah, the Fairy's Flute much later. but like after the halfway point in the game is where that item is used. There we go. Yeah, I want to at least get it so that I'm at the point where, once I have the copper sword, a lot of things will be much easier. And then I can finally be like, I can get that small shield, and then finally I can worry about getting chainmail.
Actually, well, you can grind it like off recording, so.
Yeah. I just like because it's not really.
If you're at the point, boy, that you need to grind, let me know.
It's not too bad right now. I just want to show like just more of like where you can go. Like, I can't go too far because as you see where I'm at right now, the next big area I need to go to, Vas, is that swamp cave because that'll lead to the other continent. But I have to be, yeah, I have to. Wait, the one thing I do want to get at least with this recording done is to get the copper sword. Where it's like it's given to you immediately in Dragon Warrior 2, but in Dragon Warrior 1, no, you had to work for that, and when you did, it was all worthwhile. All right, see, yeah, 60 gold to go. Now, Ves, beyond, I know, some stuff for our figures, what other assets are you working on? Any for Christmas?
I will plan on that.
Yeah, because, like I said, I do like your winter reindeer form. That was really cool when you did that one. You put a lot of thought and effort into it, and I appreciated it. There, see, if you get a hold of some magicians... Oh, that's done well. Great. That's what I'm talking about. Woohoo! Alright, Vass, level 5. Courage and wit have served thee well. Promoted to the next level. Thy power increases by 5. Response speed increases by 2. Maximum hit points increases by 4. Maximum magic points increases by 4. Even better. This is like one area that can be teaming with magicians, so it's good to hang around Garenham. Or slimes. You're only gonna be doing one at this point, slime. Now, you can also go this way, too, to find some other... There you go. Magicians. Molchon. Hit you. Very good. So at this point, yeah, my goal is to fight magicians. Because while they can hurt me as well using that spell, I can also take him down quickly with a lucky hurt. There you go. Oop. But also just more or less to get more gold. Another magician. It's fine. That gold rolling. All right, I'm almost. You know, Vess, it was quicker than I thought to get that copper sword. See, Vess, I'm 20 gold away from getting it. Yeah, it was very simple of just knowing what to do in this game, but the depth of how you had to approach things, Nintendo wanted to make sure this is a new RPG, this is a new genre of video game. We got to make sure that our you know, the youngsters playing this know how to handle this. Because if we just send them there to sink or swim, they're gonna reject this and want to send it back, or they're gonna tell others, and then we're gonna lose business that way. They banked a lot on this. Same with Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, yeah. Again, the success of Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy is hugely tied to Nintendo of America being able to get our role-playing games off of just being something that you did on a tabletop or you had to have a computer to do a text-based one. So I always thank the roots when it comes to this game and Final Fantasy for laying the foundation. And look at that, Bessie. Boom. Almost done. Alright. So we're gonna give a heal spell. Heal's always random. It can end up doing a minimal heal or a major heal. So they made it much better in later Dragon Warrior games, especially with 2. 2 had a better healing focus. Thou hast done well. Good. It's hurt. Dance spell hurt, yep. Base by 3. Spell hurt. Good. Woohoo, Vess! Alright. Let's go get that copper sword. Jakey, get out of my way. Okay. Alright. Yes, I do. Copper sword. Copper sword. Then I will buy thy club for 30 gold. Is that okay? Yes. I thank thee. Nope. And yeah, all equipment, Vass, is done right away. So you didn't have to worry about leaving a slot so you didn't have one. So there. Copper sword and clothes. Oh yeah, no, very good. So, once again, going to go back to... Can't use that? No, I am PC. Oh, yeah, it's the 4. Well, yeah, no help. Yes. Good night. Ah, beautiful. Much better. Good night. I shall see thee again. Alright. Copper sword. Give us much better... Alright, yeah, you do that. Stupid ghost. You're done. Yeah, and that's the power of the copper sword right there. Now I can one-shot ghosts. Woohoo! I'm sorry, Mr. Slime. Yeah. So now having this, I pretty much made sure that I can handle those enemies around Cole, which is good because Cole sells. What Cole sell that, or well, like Garenham will sell the chainmail, but it just comes in handy now that I don't have to quite go back to Tangtail unless I yeah, Tangtail Castle if I want to save my game. There you go. Perfect. Multiple. That spell hurt. Base by 3. Here, I give you a hurt. I'll hurt you. See ya. Usually between 9 and 11 gold is what you get from magicians. But there's still... Once you have the ability to have better armor. Scorpions and skeletons will be your best bet to get a lot of gold. When you get over to the next continent, Vass, I'll tell you which enemy is one that you want to always go after to get a lot of gold. But how are you enjoying the way that the changes that they made with the original Dragon Warrior?
Well, I never played fully through it, so the changes are quite minor, being honest.
You'd have to compare it to the Famicom experience, but the original Famicom did not look as polished as this, you know, given that it came out in 1986. Yeah, Howard Phillips was a big proponent, along with getting Nintendo America to really invest and, like, bring this over. I guarantee we'll get people to like this, and it'll be a new genre that folks will enjoy. Alright, excuse me. One screws by two. There we go. Tricky. Probably because I know that it only takes 90 gold, I'll definitely get the 90 gold needed to get that small shield. So that's gonna be my next target. Done. If you get a lucky hurt spell, usually you can kill these guys in one turn, so that they don't have a chance to keep throwing hurt on you. Slime Strakeys and Poltergeists will go down in 1 to 2 hits, though. Oh yeah, Vass, thankfully, I'm glad I was able to help you with some things. I was gonna mention just on, as far as, like, did, B ever get back to you, or just, not a winner?
Not a winner.
Okay. Let me know when, but yeah, that idea of a certain picture, yes, I still want that to be done, because it's for my friend. Yep. There you go. Much better. Yeah, I have enough time. I can definitely get back. Tricky Stone. Alright. Awesome. Oh yeah, Vass, I know, I mentioned the games that you're working on, as well as this series. Just let me know of, like, a good day to do those ones that, you know, especially you for Realms, and me for, Breath of Fire 4.
The Breath of Fire 4 is up to you.
Okay. I'll definitely, say that, can we still keep FF6 on the weekends? Yeah, because we're gonna FF6 and 7.
Yeah, do that on like, when...
Sunday. Yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday, until, they're done, and then we were gonna move that to Tuesday, like you mentioned.
Well, until 5 and 7 is done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vim, again, thank you for coming on for the adventure. Alright, so since I got 90, I'm gonna go back to Breckenberry so I can get that, leather shield, because I desperately need at least some type of defense that's not me investing in leather armor, because it's really not worth it when you could get the chainmail, which will help you way more so than that. Now, is you wondering about the next weapon for our hero here, for Rugal? That won't be for quite a while, because there is a weapon that you can get that is so much useful than that hand axe, and it's worth getting for that. Alright, dealing with so, dost thou wish to buy anything today? Yes. What does thou wish to buy? Small shield. Small shield? Is that okay? I thank thee. No. Alright, please come again. And see, Vess, look, I got my shield now.
Okay.
Yeah, they even switched the sprite. Yeah, see? Let me just get a heal in, and then I'll talk to the king to save the game. And then, if you want, I can continue doing some grinding off screen so that I get that chainmail, and then we can continue our quest.
My request?
Was that? Sorry?
My request?
No. I said I will try to make sure that I get the chainmail, and then once I have that, then yeah, like our next section will be me exploring the next continent.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to get I want to get the sleep at Breckenary. I just need 6 gold, and then talk with the king. All right, that should do it. Yep. So again, Copper Sword will get better as I keep getting levels. Oh, it's Breckenary. Thank you. All right, good job. I shall see thee again. All right. Now, before we conclude this, folks, I'm just going to talk to the king, and then, yes, off-screen, I will be traveling around getting the 380 gold needed for the chainmail, which is better upgrade than the clothes, and then I'll keep it there so the next time that I show Vast this game, along with my friends, DP, if you're out there, you hear this, you are also invited to see the original Dragon Warrior. We'll be exploring the next continent by going through the swamp cave.
Well, you have to talk.
But I need to be ready for that.
DP, yeah, I haven't uploaded all the videos yet.
Okay. I am greatly pleased that thou hast returned, Rugal B. Before reaching thy next level of experience, thou must gain 32 points. Not bad. Will thou tell me now of thy deeds, so they won't be forgotten? Yes. Thy deeds have been recorded on the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. Dost thou wish to continue thy quest? Yes. Goodbye now, Rugal B. Take care, and tempt not the fates. Alright. And I'm gonna get a quick save state right here, folks. And then also do a save state, because I'm just like that. Yep. Alright. And then I'm exiting Dystopia. Alright, Vess.
Alright.
That was fun to do. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. I'd say for Breath of Fire, I'll probably do it... I'll see how Wednesday or Thursday are. If you'd like tomorrow, I could continue doing a little bit more Dragon Warrior, but I will mention I might be a little bit later because I usually eat on Veterans Day once all the crowds died down, so I might go like 7:30 or 8, so I might be a bit late.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Did you want to do a day where you wanted to do Realms, like maybe Friday or something?
Nah, probably like until the games are finished.
Okay, yeah, I meant like for Realms of the Haunting, because I know you're pretty far in that one, and then of course Gabriel Knight too.
I will let you know once I get up to the section.
All right. Anything else you'd like to tell our viewers out there?
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you have a good night, Vass, and of course, yes, I will be showing my pictures of Veterans Day. Well, at least the food stuff I get.
All right.
Yeah, take it easy, folks.